it's us, but everybody likes to throw the slavery word around all willy-nilly. Nobody throws indentured servant word around, but they always throw the slavery word around as it relates to us. Our inventions came from slavery. The slaves could not remember who they were. They didn't remember what part of Africa they were from. But these same people had the inventions, the inventive fortitude to invent everything we use today. These same people who had no memory, no recollection of where we are from in Africa invented underwater detonators. The same mechanism that's used in the military today. The same people who did not know, just got a brain lapse from Africa to America due to slavery and toiling the cotton fields, invented the mechanism for turbine energy today. That's still used today. They did not have the mental fortitude to remember a tribe in Africa, but however, they remembered that they had Indian in their family. They remembered that they was Indians. They remembered what their homeland was. They could go exactly back to Arkansas. They can go exactly back to the hills of Montana. They can go exactly back to the jungles of Florida. They can go exactly back to the lush farmland of Virginia. However, they were slaves. Yes, they were blacksmiths. Yes, they made weaponry. Yes, they were masons. Yes, they built these buildings. And I ain't talking about the masons of today. I'm talking about the ones that built the structures. Yes, they did all this amazing, wonderful stuff. But guys, guess what? They were slaves. Our race here in America has been reduced to slave. You got even people saying, hey, we are descendants of slaves. If you are a descendant of Germans, then that makes you a German. If you are a descendant of Russians, then that means you are Russian. If you are a descendant of slaves, then that means you are a slave. If you haven't been on the rock and you have been on my channel, you know that I was never for repeating. Repeat por favor. I was never for repeating this slavery. We are slaves. We are slaves. We are slaves. You may as well make a song about it as much as it's repeated. And it's not by one party. I heard someone say the Democrats don't never like to mention slavery. The Democrats are the main ones who mention slavery. The Democrats don't never want you to forget that you were slaves. The Republicans don't never want you to forget that you were slaves. These are two heads of the same bird. And because you were asking for reparations on the basis of slavery, as if we didn't have cities that was bombed and flooded, because you was asking for reparations on the basis of slavery, as if we didn't have people pushed off of their land, forced to leave under duress, families split apart, names changed by one letter because you done separated people, children from their parents, as if they didn't have that land stolen and all their cattle and all their farm tools. As if you want to keep saying we need reparations for slavery. As if we didn't lose millions of acres of heirs property. As if prior to World War I, we didn't have millions upon millions of acres of land, and just after World War II, we lost 90%. You still want to